Okay, so let's write some equations that would reflect the pizza business. So remember, in the pizza business, you had two choices, and so you could charge $5 a pizza, so you could get $5 per pizza. But you started out at minus 100, or can't remember, minus 200 maybe, because you bought a really strong industrial strength pizza maker. Okay, and so if we look, you see we come down. Start at 200, and we break even at 40 there. So you can actually even see that 40, 0. Okay, and then the other case for in the pizza business was you could charge $10 per pizza, but you had to pay off that expensive pizza oven. And so we've got to zoom in a little bit more, and there we see. And as you look at those lines, you say, well, I see that eventually it's worth the investment. But I have to sell a whole bunch of pizzas and see how that blue line goes over. And we see that it's at around 560 pizzas that you start making more money by having the $10 pizzas. Okay. And we'll look a lot more into that as time goes on. Now, the other thing that you had with making pizzas is you could have, so you had somebody in there, they're going to come and eat lunch at your place a lot, so they get a credit, right? So they're going to say, well, I'm going to go down by 5 for each microwave pizza I make. So whatever that, however many pizzas, so that can go in X. X says whatever number we put in, we're going to multiply it by minus 5. That'll tell us how much we need to deduct from our account. And we're going to start, let's say, with 100. Okay, so that would be the case of a guy eating your microwave pizzas. And so we'll zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit on that one and see what we can see there. Okay, so you can see that the one scale is necessary for the on the sales side, but on the buying side, you want to zoom in a little bit, and you see that this guy who started at 100, there we can almost see him, that he can buy 20 pizzas, and then his account's at 0. He goes broke there. Now, the other guy likes your wood-fired pizzas, okay? And let's say that he starts out, but he just starts out at 50. Okay? And so that would be actually a pretty common scenario, which is each week you put in enough to buy lunch for the week. So he can buy his 5 lunches, and then he's got to replenish. He's got to put money back into his account. Okay, so remember, let's say that we take that guy and we say, well, what happens if instead he puts in, so okay, I don't want to do this every week, so I'm going to add 100 to my account, and it should be good for 2 weeks. Notice how you get a parallel line there. Get that parallel line. You could even do another one where you say, well, I'm going to buy these $10, but I'm going to put enough in. Okay, I've got a lot of money in the bank right now, so I'm going to put 500 in my account. Well, will that line be different? It'll be different, okay, but it should still be parallel. And so if we go over, we say there it is over there. So we start all the way up at 500, but you see how it's parallel. And if we zoom out a little bit, maybe we can see that even better. You can see that parallel line there. So you start at a much bigger amount of money, but you come down at the same rate, right? You're buying $10 wood-fired pizzas each day. That gets you going $500. It gives you 50, the entitlement to 50 of those. Okay, so try and do it for your own business, or if you can't think of anything, you can just use my pizza business.